Hello and welcome to Follow Everton. So, Blues, we're staying up, and we can certainly have one player who scored a few times or a couple times over this last week to thank for it. In this case, that's Idrissa Gueye. Now, I didn't want to go into the build-up play to this, but one of the rare times that Everton had really good possession just before this, where the ball was on the left-hand side, a lot of interchange with Idrissa Gueye, Ashley Young, Dwight McNeil, Jared Branthwaite. They switched it over. Ben Godfrey crossed early, and our goal came from the Continent corner. So I wanted to bring that up. And basically, anytime about 57 to 59 minutes in the match, if you ever wanted to replay, that was a rare moment where Everton, a highlight of how Everton were holding possession a lot better yesterday than we have done for a lot of this season. So what I wanted to go to first was the starting corner kick that led to the goal. So we have Dwight McNeil, who's been, as we've said, doing a lot better crossing-wise in recent times. We had two players on the outside of the box in Jack Harrison, highlighted in blue, and Idrissa Gueye, who I've flagged in white for this entire period to highlight him. So in terms of the space, Everton are occupying the edge of the 18-yard box with Reguilon holding that space for Brentford there, kind of on the front post. So the cross comes in. This time it was a lot shorter than a lot of the deeper crosses, but I suppose that's not a surprise when it's going to be an outswinger. So the ball only reached the front post. Chimiti wasn't able to get there in time. It was cleared by Ivan Toney, who's highlighted there in red. And again, looking at that space that Jack Harrison and Idrissa Gueye are occupying, with Serge Reguilon making that little triangular space there. But you're seeing Jack Harrison very prepared and ready for the a spill here, and Gueye keeping an eye on proceedings. So after Ivan Toney clears it out, the ball actually gets to Gueye, who takes the strike. Reguilon is chasing him down, but not able to get there. It was an off-target strike and ended up hitting Janelt, who's flagged there in red, while Jack Harrison is still very much in position, keeping an eye on that space on the back post. So after it's blocked and it comes back out, it goes directly back to Gueye, and the Brentford line goes as high as they can, with Janelt still being on the ground after the block. And what we have now is a scenario where Jack Harrison, flagged in blue, has a whole lot of space because he was very persistent, waiting for his moment, and Gueye picked him out perfectly. So there was a chip over the top, received by Jack Harrison. And we now have Jack Harrison, again, a really good first touch in the blue. And now Brentford have been pulled back into the box. So again, players are looking behind their shoulder, trying to figure out who to mark. Branthwaite is free in the middle. James Garner is a passing option. In this case, what Harrison does is he runs to the touchline and then cuts back. So what that looks like, we now have Harrison and Ethan Pinnock is making the block. It'll now spin out into the middle there. So what I also wanted to flag is if we look at the players flagged in red here, we have four players. We have, I believe it was Reguilon or Janelt on the right-hand side of that square. We have Christopher Ayer being kept very busy, keeping an eye on Jared Branthwaite. And then we have Johan Wissa and Ivan Toney, who are on the edge of the 18-yard box. But in this scenario, what you're noticing is that we have both of the strikers for Brentford are very much paying attention to the ball and covering the zone without really keeping an eye on Idrissa Gueye, who notices they're not paying attention to him, and there's an excellent opportunity for him to run into that space. So you'll see that on the next play here. Only 2 seconds later, after Harrison knocks it through, it's deflected off Pinnock. There's a bit of a scramble, and three Brentford players, including Ayer and Collins, are now on Branthwaite. The ball spills out. So at this point, we have Branthwaite striking it. There's two players blocking Branthwaite's strike on goal. And again, Idrissa Gueye is now further up the pitch with Toney and Wissa staying in the exact same spot. And then 1 second later, Gueye is there, and Wissa and Ivan Toney. It's a little too late. Christopher Ayer, who's doing a lot of work there, doing his best to make a sliding tackle to stop the shot. but was unsuccessful. So what does this mean? Well, it's credit to Idrissa Gueye. A lot of today, and if you do watch that build up to that goal, a lot of really good possession from him, knowing how to position himself to make a little pass or to hold possession. But in scenarios like that, he knew that the two Brentford strikers did not have an eye on him and timed his run to perfection to score the goal. So if there's any other content you guys would like to see from me from this match, please let me know. Through the comment section, as these other ones have happened as well. It's going to be pre-recorded so I can follow along in the comments, but I won't be able to post your comments when it is posted live on the screen. So for now, thank you, and up the toffees.